Time for the last case in the series that I've played more than once. Hello, welcome back to P-Storm. I am Pluvius Lilon, and today we're playing Apple Bottom Jeans Ace Attorney. And when we last left off, we had cleared the third case. You know, Darian was a dirty murderer. He was smuggling cocoons. It's not even a joke, that's actually what he was doing. But now, we turn toward the final case, Turnabout Succession. And that is the whole truth of this case. Who shoots a person in the hospital? In order to understand it myself, I had to know the story of these last 7 long years. Nothing happens by chance. All is connected.
It's all connected!
And now, you stand ready to begin the final chapter of this story. It's like something happened with the grammar eyes. Sweet reverse Dracula impression. Will the defendant be found guilty or innocent? The decision is yours. What was Christoph doing there? Hey, Apollo, look on TV. Look!
Yeah, I'm kind of busy.
Whoa, look at that. He's the last grammar eye, all right. Amazing. Apollo, you should be watching this.
Ow, what? I was writing about our last case in my journal.
Lawyers are supposed to write things in records, Apollo, not journals. And why now? That case was 3 months ago.
Hey, it's a long story. I did a lot, you know? I want to vacuum pack the feel of the moment for later. Right now I'm wowing the crowd by figuring out how Le Miroir disappeared.
That's right. Uncle Valent did that illusion too. But you're missing him on TV right now.
I was just getting to the good part. I suppose I should watch a little TV with her. After all, her father's expecting me to look after her while he's away. What you're seeing now is a rehearsal for the greatest magic show on Earth, happening right here at our very own Sunshine Coliseum. The Sunshine Coliseum? Hey, that's where the Gewinner's concert was. Only 3 more days until miracles happen here, right before your unbelieving eyes. The legendary group... I'll find the right letter eventually. The legendary Troupe Grammari is performing for the first time in 7 years.
That's gonna be great. I'm so there. You and Daddy are coming too.
The legendary Grammari's... If Trucy's real father was still alive, he'd be on that stage performing miracles.
I've got the tickets and everything. Here's yours, Apollo.
Okay, but like... Troupe Grammari, isn't there like only one of them left? Weren't you just saying that? Here you are. Working hard or hardly working? Hey, have you been?
Hi there, stranger.
Not exactly the kind of greeting I'd want to hear from my own kid. Though he has been gone a long time. How goes it, Trucy? Here, I got a present for you.
Yay, pudding! I love pudding. Ooh, it's farm fresh. And not just one pudding, but 3 whole cups. I'll have to pace myself.
Well, I'm beat.
That's right, Daddy. You're on a top secret mission. You gotta take it easy with the secrets, you know.
How right you are. So you still can't tell us what your mission is?
Maybe it is time. It has something to do with you, anyway.
Huh? With me?
Ooh, maybe you're getting a top secret mission too. Maybe you can be one of those guys. A spy.
Can't I just be a defense attorney?
To be honest, telling you about the mission was my whole reason for coming here today.
What?
Tell me, you've heard of the Juris system, yes?
The Juris system?
That's right, the new legal system everyone's talking about.
Have you heard of it, Apollo?
Huh? Maybe?
Maybe not as many people are talking about as I thought.
The Juris system, huh?
So, Daddy, what's this Juris system thing?
Well, Trucy, do you know what a jury is?
I've heard of it. Isn't that those people who sit in court in those old courtroom dramas? The ones who get to decide if a guy's innocent or guilty? Do you know, Apollo?
Only from TV. It's 12 people chosen from the community, right?
Well, they're thinking about reviving that system. They're calling the new system the Juris system.
No more doing whatever you like, Your Honor.
Not quite that harsh. Jurists cooperate with the judge. They help analyze the case from differing angles.
And there will be only 6 of them under the current proposal, right?
Wow, you know your stuff, Apollo.
Their findings directly affect the verdict. Hopefully people will start taking the courts a little more seriously now. Also, did you know there's a part of Yellowstone Park that's also part of a city where 12 people don't even live, so you can actually kill someone there and the courts won't try you because you have a right to a jury trial, but since there aren't enough people in that part of America for a jury, there is no trial.
I feel like I'm on some kind of educational TV show. Starring Dr. Wright.
That's a SimCity character.
Hey. So, what is this secret mission?
The Juris system is my mission, more or less. Anyway, keep in mind that new ideas like this system are always risky, Apollo.
Too true. Everyone's got an opinion and they just talk and nothing gets decided. Kinda like you, Apollo.
I'm not that bad, am I?
In any case, we're going to give it a shot. A test, if you will.
I don't like tests.
We'll take a case as a sample and choose 6 jurors. I'll be the one helping with that process, incidentally.
Helping how?
Well, for one, I'll be chair of the Juris System's simulated court committee. The chair constructs the ideal situation, choosing the case, the jurist candidates, and deciding if the defendant gets the chair or not.
Wow, it's like you have a real job.
I was never that good at the piano, to be honest.
Once a lawyer, always a lawyer, I guess.
The trial's tomorrow, by the way. Don't miss it. You're gonna have a hard time suing the whole state of California.
A simulation, huh? Sounds interesting.
So, what kind of case is the trial simulation about?
Well, since it's the first run-through of a new system, I wanted something simple.
Good thinking. No sense wearing yourself out over something too serious.
True. The case is a murder.
That's not simple at all.
By simple, did you mean the defendant is...
Guilty. Yes, most likely. So, good luck, Apollo.
With what?
With the trial tomorrow. You're defending, of course. Recall that I said it had something to do with you.
Go for it, Apollo. It's just a test case anyway, no sweat.
Yeah, but there's still a verdict to be decided.
And a potentially serious sentence. The most serious in a worst-case scenario.
You mean the verdict's for real? That's not a test trial, that's a real trial. Yeah, defendant's gonna get the chair. Good luck. Why am I only hearing about this now? Yes, there was a change this morning. I picked a new case. Something that happened last night.
Hey, Apollo, I know you're all excited about that secret mission, but what about this? The Troop Grammar Grand Magic Show.
Huh? Oh, right. The card tricks.
They're not card tricks. They're grand illusions, miracles, the apocalypse.
So what? That's 3 whole days from now.
It's at Sunshine Coliseum. Let's go. Let's go today. We can say hi to Uncle Valen.
Have fun.
What? I can't go by myself. You know I'm not very outgoing.
Right.
Why not go with her?
But what about the secret mission?
Don't worry about that. You'll hear all about it tomorrow regardless.
I don't trust that smile. He knows something he's not telling me.
Yippee! Now you can take me to the Coliseum.
I suppose it wouldn't kill me to pop over there.
Grammar, that reminds me.
What's this, Daddy? Isn't that silk hat the Grammar seal?
Consider it a birthday present, Trucy.
Thanks, it's great. But today isn't my birthday.
Good point. What day is it today, Apollo?
Huh? Today? I think it's Recycle Your Plastics Day.
They still do that?
So it's plastic.
I've given up trying to understand them. It's much easier that way. So what is it?
Can I open it, Daddy?
No.
Huh?
You'll need that envelope someday. Someday soon. Don't open it until then.
Well, why didn't you just hold on to it until then?
Because that would be the logical thing to do. An envelope about the Grammarize, huh? Alright, so what case are you gonna use?
You really want to know, don't you?
Of course I do. I mean, I'm going to be defending, aren't I?
If all goes well, then yes. Of course, this is just a test. We wanted everyone to start without preconceptions. A blank slate, as it were.
There's a difference between having a blank slate and just being totally clueless. Whose dumb idea was that anyway?
Well, mine. Committee chair, remember?
Oh.
Well, if you want to know that badly, I suppose I could give you permission to examine the scene of the crime.
Good. That's better.
But you can't talk to anyone involved with the case.
What? Then how am I supposed to defend?
You let me worry about the details here. Remember, I'm in charge of this trial. All of it.
But you don't want it to backfire, do you?
Apollo, if I'm in charge of the whole trial, that means the entire affair is my responsibility, for good or for bad. Just do what you can. And don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
Alright.
I'd recommend going down to the detention center. Your client's waiting for you. You can ask about the scene there. You know, before they get the chair.
But you just said I couldn't talk to anyone involved.
Oh, you can talk to your client. If you can get her to talk.
Well, time's a-wasting.
That's 20 minutes we've been waiting here. 20 minutes!
Maybe I should complain? I'm sure that guard has better things to do than stand there pretending he doesn't see us.
You know, the minute we get angry, the client will show. It always works that way.
Like shouting, "Oh, waiter," when they're standing right behind you. Oh, guard! Is our client going to be much longer?
What are you talking about? Haven't you already started the meeting yet?
Huh? Where'd you come from? Well, anyway, please have a seat.
I'm nervous, Apollo.
It's the silence. It builds suspense. Why don't you do something, Trucy? You're a magician, aren't you?
That's right. Okay.
I'm the amazing Mr. Hat.
Eek! She passed out.
Miss Magic Underwear might have been a better bet.
That's magic panties, Apollo.
Hi. Well, I'm your defense. I really think it has to be fate, you know? And by fate, I mean destiny. Did you know I'm good with astrology? Tell me, what's your sign?
I can tell you mine if you like, Apollo.
No, never mind. I just got carried away there. I seem destined to get difficult clients, it seems. So, what's your name? Oh, right. I'm supposed to introduce myself first. I'm Apollo. Apollo Justice.
And I'm Trucy Wright.
I know. This is getting nowhere fast. Hey, I know. Maybe you can tell us what happened. I'm your defense attorney, after all. Anything out of the ordinary happened lately?
Well, the other day this tourist from out of town stopped to ask me directions.
Later, Trucy. I feel like I need to ask directions myself here. Well, that was fruitless. Though I think I understand despair a little better now.
That's a different game, Apollo. Look, she's doing her nails.
What? Are nails more important than defense? Is that it? Let's go, Trucy.
Could you read this?
Sure. I feel like a teenager on a first date. I mean, she is pretty cute. This is the love letter we passed from desk to desk at school.
Stop looking so wistful and read it, Apollo.
It's a business card with a name and an address. The name is Vera Misham. The address is for Drew Studio. And you're giving me this card because... Well, looks like we're finished here.
Wonder if Drew Studio is the scene of the crime.
Let's go find out. Wow, this looks like... It looks like a studio.
It's like life imitating art, or maybe it's the other way around. But the tape on the ground here, it's a bit jarring.
Yeah, looks like you found our crime scene.
Apollo, look at all those paintings.
Hey, don't touch those.
It's okay, I'm just looking. Blowfish.
Huh?
Huh? Apollo, look at this one.
Looks half finished. You can see the rough sketch underneath.
But that's odd. The rough part doesn't look like the rest of the painting at all.
Yeah, good point. That is odd.
All the paintings have a really different style, too. I thought I might find you two here. Emma, long time no see. Oh? Seems like I run into you far too often. I'll bet I know why you're here, too.
Did you know about the trial simulation tomorrow?
I've heard about it, sure. So Mr. Wright chose you, huh?
We don't even know what the case is about.
Well, he was killed. The artist who owns this studio, that is. Mr. Drew Misham. Misham. And his daughter was put under arrest.
Yeah, we just saw her at the detention center.
It was funny, though. She seemed more like a victim than the kind of person who would commit murder. You don't say. Not even by poisoning? That's how it was done, you know. Poisoning's a common way to get the job done, even when the murderer is a woman. Poisoning? Anyway, Mr. Wright told me you'd be coming. Feel free to take a look around. I'll just be over here, with my snackoos.
We can't talk to anyone related to the case this time around. Which means we'd better find out as much as we can here at the scene. Or else. Yeah, I know all about women poisoning, though. Like Phoenix Wright's ex-girlfriend, she tried to poison him. She also poisoned some other guy.
So this, Drew Misham was some kind of artist? Apparently. Did a lot of illustrations for books, I hear. Had a lot of female fans, too, for what it's worth. Oh? Well, I guess his stuff is kind of pretty. Like that oil painting over there, for instance. Yeah. That wasn't one of his illustrations, actually.
Huh? So was a standalone painting or something? Is that what she means?
He was an odd bird, Misham. Hadn't shown his face to anyone until the end. What do you mean, to anyone? He was always locked up here in the studio, apparently. His only connection to the outside world was through letters he'd put in the letterbox there.
Letters? People still write letters?
What do you mean, Apollo?
I mean, when was the last time you wrote a real letter? Don't most people use email and stuff these days?
Not Mr. Misham. Couldn't stand technology, it seems. He did everything by mail. Maybe he thought that way it was more artistic, you know?
Well, that rules out his work being AI.
In any case, the only person besides him allowed in here was his daughter, Vera. Oh, you mean the killer?
The suspect, please.
We took some fingerprints, of course. The only ones found in the room were Mr. Misham's and Vera's, basically. Basically? Actually, last night, Mr. Misham gave an interview to a reporter for the first time. It happened during the interview, apparently. His first interview ever?
Could you tell us a bit more about what happened the night of the murder? So this woman, Vera, she's Mr. Misham's daughter, right?
Yep. Real sickly girl, ever since she was little. Hardly ever went outside. She did kind of give off a withdrawn sort of aura. She was homeschooled by her father, apparently. It was quite a scene when they took her to the detention center. She was screaming about how she'd die if they took her outside.
That does sound like a scene.
In the end, she agreed to leave if she was allowed her good luck charm for company. Her good luck charm? Apparently she has this charm that magically gives her the courage to go outside.
Why can't I ever get a normal client?
Why would a shut-in daughter kill her own dad? Don't look at me.
So about the poison, it was found to be in his coffee, right?
No, not precisely. Not precisely? What does that mean?
It means see for yourself, I think.
Like I said, last night was the first time someone from the outside came to this studio. I guess mysterious painters who never go outside make for good articles.
And it just so happened that he died the night of his first interview?
At around 9 p.m. every night, Vera always made him a cup of coffee. Last night, he drank his usual coffee and suddenly became violently ill. And died? She poisoned him on the night of his interview? Wouldn't the reporter see? He wasn't near Mr. Misham when she brought her father his coffee. He was checking out some equipment on the back of the room. Supposedly, that's why I didn't notice he was there. Or she didn't notice he was there. It was the reporter who called the police, in fact.
Wait, but why is she the suspect? If anyone's suspicious, it's the reporter.
Yet the reporter never got near Mr. Misham's coffee. Even Vera acknowledges that.
Regardless, I want to know more about this reporter.
Let's examine the coffee cup first. That's the victim's coffee mug. Aha! So the poison was in here. This is my first time seeing a real poison mug of coffee.
I would hope so.
Poison coffee? Not exactly, actually.
Drat. Oh, what do you mean?
No traces of poison were found in the coffee. What? You'll have to figure out the rest yourself. I'm officially not on your side, after all. I imagine this coffee cup was for guests to use. Guests?
Did the police already analyze this cup? This cup too?
Not a trace of poison was found in that cup.
So the killer was after Drew Misham alone.
That letterbox looks funny sitting inside a room like this.
Let's take a look. Empty.
The other half of that letterbox is actually connected to the outside of the studio. Mr. Misham would put his letters in there, and the postman took them away. Impressive that someone still writes letters in this day and age. Or wrote, rather. I wouldn't mind taking a closer look at those paintings. I just love oils. You know how they're so thick? Is that the word?
These paints are all dry. I'm just surprised at how different these all are.
Yeah, and what's going on with this half-finished one here?
It must have been a work in progress. You can still see the rough sketch below.
That's what's so weird. The sketch part doesn't really fit the finished parts.
I noticed. That is weird.
Eeh, Apollo, that's where the body was. That's the spot where Mr. Drew Misham passed away. He put the coffee mug to his lips, and the next moment...
There's quite a bit of paint on the ground.
See that half-painted painting there? He must have been working on that right up to the moment he died. Wow, a true artist to the end. Or maybe he started it a year ago and was procrastinating.
Let's take a closer look at this desk here. Something about the way that figure is posed.
I've seen that pose before. It's you, Apollo. See, you're making one of your flamboyant gestures.
Please, I'm a professional. Wonder why it's posed like that. Coincidence? So this is Drew Misham.
And his little girl must be Vera. Yes, they took that some years ago. A happy little family.
Until you arrested his daughter.
Look, I was personally against that, okay? She just didn't seem very suspicious, scientifically speaking.
Uh-huh, right. Is this a journal?
Wow, talk about a clue. Let's read it. What is it, Apollo?
He didn't write the name of the killer, did he?
He didn't write the name of the killer, did he?
It's new. He didn't write a single line.
You had me going for a while there. What's this little tiny picture? Oh, cute. Look at the tiny frame, Apollo.
Tiny is right. That thing's barely 2 inches high. What picture would fit in that?
None, apparently. It's empty.
There's no glass in it either. What's it doing sitting on the desk?
This is a lesson for us all. Be sure to check the size when you buy frames. Hey, Apollo, what's this feather thingy?
Isn't that a pen? Like an old-fashioned quill pen?
But it doesn't have a pointy end. That was most likely for sweeping detritus off the desk. Wow, you sure know a lot. You sure know a lot, Emma. Bold and scientific. That's my motto.
Exactly what about that was bold or scientific? This envelope's been opened and resealed.
Ooh, I know how to do that. You take a pot of boiling water and hold the envelope up to the steam. The glue melts and it opens. Cool, huh?
Whoever did this wasn't so delicate.
You're right. Looks like they just ripped it open and stuck it back together. Huh? The postmark on this letter is from 7 years ago.
Why would someone open a letter then seal it again? I better hang on to this.
Oh, take a look at that.
Wow. We have so much evidence already. Apollo, look! It's been open once here.
You're right. I wonder if there's some way we can see what's inside.
Should I try to get it open and stick it back shut?
Let's not tamper with the evidence, shall we? I've got a better idea. Emma, let's ask her.
What's all this equipment here for? Doesn't look very artistic, really. He had everything from a lathe to a laser cutter. Looks like he was ready to work on metals and wood, too. Though his equipment's a bit old, to tell the truth.
Why would a painter need all this?
From the dust, I'd say he hasn't used this stuff in years.
This corner doesn't fit with the rest of the studio.
Oh, do you think I could borrow this?
This is a crime scene, Trucy.
But these cost like $50 at the magic shop. And this costs like way more at the dispensary.
Trucy, no!
Is this desk for painting, Apollo? That will be a drafting table. Drafting? Basically, it's a tool for making precise diagrams. Wow, painting is harder than I thought.
Why would a painter need a drafting table? Was he an architect, too?
Oh. Look at all these paints, Apollo. There's so many. It's got like 20 kinds of red. We could repaint your suit, Apollo. How about this shade of green?
That'll be enough of that, thanks. I like red. Gotta represent my OG after all. I bet Emma could help us out here.
Don't forget, flattery will get you everywhere with her, Apollo. Huh? What are you two whispering about?
Well, I was thinking. I mean, what is it we always do when we run into you at a crime scene? What is it we always do scientifically?
Ah, you know me too well. Okay.
Okay, meaning we can get a scientific now?
Oh, I suppose. Just this once. Bring me anything you find suspicious and we'll check it out.
Oh, I got something plenty suspicious.
Emma, about this.
Oh, that! Yes. Why, that's a bright red envelope.
She sure is jumpy.
Someone opened this, didn't they? My lips are sealed.
Your lips are sealed? That's a first. You mean, you know what's inside the envelope?
Sure, I read it after all. You mean you were the one who ripped this open? Ha, please. I would have steamed it open.
But she did sneak a peek at it, apparently.
Now that I have a powerful weapon at my side. Weapon? Yes, the use of tools. Highly specialized tools for information gathering.
Tools I wouldn't mind getting my hands on.
You should try flattering her, Apollo. They say a little praise can open big doors.
Never heard that one, but it's good advice. Let's try talking to her some more. About that envelope we found, I was wondering if you could help us out with that tool you were mentioning.
You want to know about my tool, do you? It's called an X-ray analyzer.
Damn, I was hoping she was talking about her other tool.
X-ray? Like the X-rays you get at the dentist? That's right. At least that's what I call it. Huh? It has a real name, but it's much more complicated. The X-ray spectralization. Something... How am I supposed to remember all that? So basically it lets you see inside things, like envelopes. That's right. You're sharp, Trucy. But it's a bit more complicated than that in practice, of course. Actually, to tell the truth, I'm not really sure how it works scientifically. Can I try it out, Emma? Please? Oh, I suppose. Of course, I've already checked out everything suspicious myself. Alright, let's give it a spin, Apollo.
Yeah! What are you doing?
Oh, just seeing if I could see through your hair. But it's like lead.
Point that thing at me anymore and it might fall out.
Then I wouldn't need an X-ray to see through it.
Let's just get down to business and defeat the Huns, shall we?
Right. Let's test on a sample first. It just so happens that I have a lottery ticket here. You see you set the sample in the device like so.
I don't see anything.
Patience. There's no need to get all antsy. Look at the right side of the screen. That's the layer view of the envelope. Layer view? You've got it set to display the outside of the envelope now, see? Actually, it's quicker to just let you give it a try. Turn that dial there with the arrow keys... Turn that dial there with the arrow keys for me, would you? That's right. That's how you choose what depth you want to scan. Hey, I got something. See? That's how you can read the letters on the ticket inside. Cool, huh?
Except I can't read them.
Just turn the dial a little more. What you have to understand is that a sheet of paper isn't really flat at all. When you zoom in that much, you see the paper's like a bunch of hills and valleys. Wow, really? This X-ray device uses a beam with a wavelength of only 0.05 microns.
Man, I'd like to get into the valley between her hills.
It breaks cards down to thin layers so it can only show what's written on that layer.
I'm not entirely following you, but what good is it if you can't read anything?
That's why we go on to step 2. Try rubbing the image a bit if you would. Rubbing? Like going over the image with WASD while holding space?
I have no idea what you just said.
There, that fixes the image on the screen. Now turn the dial again, just a little. Good. Now you can rub this image to fix it too. Hey, I get it. We just keep doing this until we've got the whole thing. Exactly. Not bad. Neat. Let's do some more.
Lottery! Try again.
Okay, let's print this one out. Does this mean I have to buy another one to win?
Well, it's Emma's ticket. Let her buy another one.
It's okay, there's no need. Let's see. This is the true hidden power of my weapon. Neat, huh? Now let's try it out on the real thing, shall we? I like the sound it makes. It's like a little piggy snorting for truffles. It's basically what we're doing. Okay, let's print this one out. Someone deposited $100,000 into Mr. Misham's account? His paintings must be really valuable. There's another page in here. Care to take a look? You bet I do. If you're gonna read someone's nail, you might as well read it all. Here goes with the second page, then. Okay, let's print this one out. Sign the papers and send in the enclosed envelope within the enclosed stamp within 3 days. I need not remind you to speak of this to no one. So it was a letter about payment for one of his paintings.
Wow, the secrecy, though. And
what?
why was this letter the only one in here? It's 7 years old, right?
What did the first page say? I thought they'd read it. Maybe it had some special significance to him. Well, Emma? Well, indeed.
She knows something she's not telling us. Looks like she's keeping mum about it.
Okay, Mr. Drew Misham, I've deposited the $100,000 in the designated account. Please send a receipt once you've confirmed the transfer.
Well, Canada Central Coliseum.
Woohoo! This is it, Apollo. The place where magic and dreams converge.
Just a while ago was the place where murder and nightmares converged.
Let's go say hi to Uncle Valen.
What about the case?
Only a performer laughs like that.
The young Miss Trucy. How often I hoped we'd meet again, if only to tell myself it was an impossible dream.
Tee, Uncle Valen. How's it going? I'm glad to see you, too.
Of course you are.
Humility is definitely not one of his stronger traits.
Well, Miss Trucy, how does the day find you? If you've come to give me flowers, do it after the show, I beg you.
Actually, we came to wish you good luck. And congratulations on your big magic show.
Oh? But it is I who wish to congratulate you. Not everyone is so lucky as to witness miracles such as the ones I shall perform.
Yeah, you're amazing. We get the picture.
The world will watch in wonderment as Magnifi's illusions are reborn. Here on stage, by my hand.
Everyone's talking about the big magic show. Is it true that Grammar Miracle is back after a 7-year absence?
Miss Trucy, I must apologize. This show and this honor should have been his.
Daddy.
My co-magician in training, Zach Grammari, If that terrible thing hadn't...
It's okay.
Your father was a great magician, Trucy. If he were alive, then I, valiant Grammar, would have been proud to stand upon this stage as his assistant.
Thanks, Uncle Valen. You know, I'm happy you're doing the show. To think, we get to see the Great Magnifi's illusions again.
She really is looking forward to this, isn't she?
My mentor, the magnificent Magnifi Grammar, was a true deity among magicians. A creator god who gave birth to magic and illusions that defined our very imaginations.
I was so little when I last saw one, but I still remember his shows. He did wheelies in a sports car through the air above the audience, and then sped off to outer space faster than the speed of sound.
I'm guessing that memory was a bit embellished. Or he had, like, the Chaos Emeralds or something.
For 7 long years, the world has been waiting for a miracle to match his. As heir to the Grammar Troop's secrets, it falls to me to provide one. It is my God-given destiny. Yes, you, nameless face who speaks for the nameless masses. How can I help you?
God isn't real.
It appears the lad is uninformed. Can I speak with you for a moment about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ?
No, thank you.
The performance of Magnifi's miracle was impossible. A certain law prevented it for 7 years, but no more. We do not believe in gravity.
7 years. That phrase sure likes to pop up, doesn't it?
And why was that?
A little matter called performance rights, Miss Trucy.
Can you tell us about these performance rights?
Magnifi's magic relied on an incredibly innovative idea, a trick, if you will. That trick was considered his property, and as such was protected by property laws.
Intellectual property, maybe?
Magnifi knew this and bequeathed it in his will to one person.
You mean him?
Yes. Miss Trucy, it was your father. Zack Grammar was the inheritor of the Grammar miracle.
Daddy.
Yet, as you well know, he is gone. He disappeared suddenly 7 years ago.
I think I see where this story is going. Once a person is classified as missing for a certain period of time, they're considered legally deceased, correct?
In all absoluteness, those rolled-up sleeves conceal your competence well, young man. That certain period of time of which you speak is 7 years.
Ah.
Yes, Miss Trucy. Though it pains me to say it. This past spring, April to be precise, was the time. Your father was legally declared deceased. In the absence of a formal will, the secrets of our mighty mentor Magnifi passed to me. This was in fact stipulated in the will by Magnifi himself.
Is that how it works, Apollo?
Yeah, it's called death in absentia. He's declared missing permanently.
Daddy.
Well, let's start presenting shit, I guess.
A challenge, is it? You want me to make that disappear? Very well, give it to me.
No thanks. Are all magicians like this?
Apollo? What was that look just now?
I was just thinking about how hard it is to get any information out of a magician. I hope he doesn't have any magic panties of his own. I was wondering if you could tell me about this.
Aha! Why, that bears the Grammar seal.
Uncle Valen? Is something wrong?
Trucy, where did you get this?
Huh? Daddy gave it to me.
Your daddy? My partner, Zack Grammar?
No, my other daddy. Phoenix Wright.
Why now? Why would your Lord Daddy...
Lord Daddy? That's kind of stretching the whole archaic thing a bit.
This signature upon the back, do you recognize it? That belongs to none other than Zach Grammari.
What? Daddy signed this?
Might I be so bold as to open it?
I'm sorry, but I can't let you do that, Star Fox. What's in this envelope, I wonder?
Oh, whoops. Maybe we should take a look at it.
Break that.
Oh, right. Right, Venus told us not to.
Oh, looky here. A handwritten signature. It says... I can't read it.
That seems odd to me. I mean, isn't a signature intended to show ownership? What's the use if no one can even read it?
Isn't it enough if you can read your own?
Oh, I never thought of it that way. Also, I like how this is this is all kanji, I'm pretty sure. Wonder if those are the kanji that spell, whatever one of their Japanese names is supposed to be. What about that one back there? Hey, there's a painting hidden back here.
Hey, you're right.
What if it's embarrassing somehow and he didn't want anyone to see it?
You certainly seem pleased by the possibility.
Huh, it's so normal.
That's hardly something to get mad about.
Huh? What is it, Apollo?
Well, doesn't this painting look like... Never mind. I better get a professional opinion on this. Oh, Emma, I was wondering about this painting here.
That one? What about it?
What about it?
Yeah, what about it, Apollo?
Take a closer look at it, both of you. Now, look at this one. This is the third painting he was working on.
Hey, they're the same. I was hoping you wouldn't find that. You're right, though. Drew Mission was copying this painting. Wow, it's pretty good.
Copying a painting? What for? About this painting...
Oh, that? Quite good, isn't it?
That's not what I wanted to ask you about.
You wanted to examine it, is that right? I'd be happy to let you if you had a good reason. But without that, sorry.
I guess she wants us to do a little footwork on our own first.
What else is there to examine, though? Oh well. Let's try presenting more stuff.
Emma, I was wondering if you could take a look at this.
Look, I'm a detective. A detective. You can't just ask me any old thing and expect an answer, okay? I think you need to be a little more focused on your inquiries. Scientific, even.
Somehow I knew she'd get around to science. So, Emma, about this coffee mug...
I hope you aren't trying to grill me for information. You know I'm not talking.
I suppose you are the detective here.
Why don't you two take a look yourselves? If you find a clue, I might not be unwilling to lend a hand. I think she's gonna help us, Apollo.
Let's check out this mug, shall we?
Oh, I guess.
Yeah, why is it blue? Hey, look there. That stain doesn't look so healthy, Apollo. That must be the Blue Mountain stuff we've been hearing about.
Something tells me that even Blue Mountain coffee isn't this blue. No, this stain is probably... Better ask Emma.
I don't like that the coffee doesn't move when you rotate the cup. It's like not even a little ripple. Not even Apollo's reflection staring down at it. It's just like solidified coffee.
Emma, about this mug. There's a pale blue residue on the rim.
Yes, well, it's just a rumor. But I've heard there's a kind of coffee called Blue Mountain.
I'm pretty sure it isn't actually blue, Emma.
Right. Okay, you got me. That's left over from my testing spray. Forensic science? I knew your hobby was behind this somehow, Emma. It's not a hobby. So what kind of scientific stuff are you up to? This spray, that's what. It turns blue when it touches poison.
So the poison that killed the victim was on this mug?
That's right. See? It wasn't in the coffee. The killer applied it to the rim of the mug itself. Wow, science is amazing.
It certainly is helpful. Maybe Anne would be willing to help us out a little more.
You should try buttering her up, Apollo. They say flattery will get you everywhere.
Certainly worth talking to her a bit more. And who knows, maybe I'll get a chance to butter her pooper or something. About this poison analysis.
I was afraid you were going to ask about that. See, the solution is used to test for atroquinine. Atroquinine, the deadly poison found in the autopsy.
Uh-oh. I know that spark in her eyes. She's getting excited. Best tread lightly.
It's one of the most virulent...
Fuck, how do you pronounce that?
Virulent.
It's one of the most virulent poisons, but it's absorbed into the body astonishingly slowly. It takes at least 15 minutes from the time of ingestion for adverse effects to show. Oh, and guess what? Recent research has shown...
That's fine, really. We don't need to know all the gory details.
I think I get it. You just spray this stuff on something you want to test, right? Precisely. You can find even the slightest trace of poison with this. I want to try too, Emma. Pretty please? You don't have to ask twice. I already used it on everything suspicious, of course. Yay, let's give it a whirl, Apollo.
Ah, what are you doing?
I was just seeing if I got a reaction off of you.
How's this for a reaction? Never do that again. I'm not poisonous.
Tell that to those hapless witnesses on the stand.
Let's just get down to checking for real poisons, shall we?
I'm spraying everywhere, but it's not showing anything. Fuck!
Too bad. No reaction there.
I'm sure Emma checked out all the likely spots. Wait a second.
What is it, Apollo?
Did you spray that little desk over there?
I don't think so. The spray probably can't reach that far, you know?
Let's check it out, just to be sure.
Here we go. Eek! A reaction, Apollo. Ah! Where? The inside of that cute little frame, look. Well, would you look at that? Nice going, Trucy. I'm known to work magic.
Never mind that I was the one who found it. Why would the inside of that frame have poison in it? Looks like we found the only other place that was poison in any case. So, Emma, I was wondering, what's the story about this reporter that came here for a story the night of the crime?
I'm afraid I can't tell you, cause he's gonna be a witness tomorrow, I hear. I thought so. I'll never forget that face, but what was his name? Oh, right. Brushel. He's after a scoop to sell to the papers.
So a reporter comes for an interview with a painter. His first interview ever, and that night he's killed. Seems strange to you?
Really strange. It does raise a few questions.
I'd like to speak with this reporter if I could.
Well, I hear he's on the beat today, too. He said something about covering a magician.
Magician? Well, if it's not Trucy, that only leaves one other person.
It wasn't Valiant Grammar by any chance, was it? Yeah, something like that. He's got some big show lined up, I hear.
I knew it. There are no other magicians on Earth. Trucy and Valiant are the last two magicians to exist in the world. Looks like I'll be heading out to that Coliseum again sooner than I thought.
Here, I'll give you that reporter's card if you want.
So, a journalist was here on a story?
All eyes on the universe are upon my stage. All pens seek to commit its mysteries to paper.
His name was Brushel.
Brushel, 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 Brushel. Such a fun name to say. Brushel.
I think he remembers him.
He doesn't look too happy about it.
Brushel, Brushel, Brushel.
Could you tell us more about him? What did he want?
Brushel.
Just now?
Brushel, Brushel.
Okay, I'll read the actual dialogue.
Valiant's vision is always toward tomorrow. Valiant's feet always step forward. That is all. Back to saying his name. Brushel. Brushel.
That's all very confusing.
I am to perform a big magic show, yes? I wanted someone to cover it. Yet he had ears only for that incident.
That incident?
In any case, I requested that the rapacious reporter remove himself. So a painter has died. What of it? It is but a footnote in the footlights compared to the magic of Grammar.
Uncle Valiant, do you know where the reporter went?
I recommended he visit that place popular with the penalized perpetrators.
The detention center?
He was a rude individual. Might I see that card?
Sure.
He would tear apart my respectability. I will tear apart him.
Oh, here it comes, Apollo. Uncle Valiant's big magic trick.
Is he gonna fix the card? Not sure that qualifies as big magic.
What happened to the big magic?
Is it not more miraculous for it to stay ripped?
He must really not have liked that journalist.
Now the time has come when I must return to make my prestidigitation preparations. By your leave, Miss Trucy.
Thanks, Uncle Valiant.
3 days from now, make ready for a miracle.
Something tells me the miracle's never gonna happen. What do you think that journalist was after? And why did Valiant react like that to this envelope?
I think it's time to pay the detention center another visit.
I think I hear what you're saying. We're all doing it for the money, end quote.
No, not at all.
Looks like someone's already meeting here.
Maybe that reporter?
Hey there! How you doing? Who might you be? Sorry, we didn't know someone was already here. I'm Apollo Justice, attorney at law. Talk about a nervous monkey.
You're Justice? You?
You know me?
Do I know you? Of course I know you. Stares down witnesses on the stand till they spill beans, end quote.
That's not true. What's he writing?
Are you a reporter by any chance?
Who, you're Trucy!
Am I famous?
Oh yeah. Trucy Wright hates carrying a bag. Puts everything she owns in her panties, end quote.
Eek, that's so not true. Yeah, you could stand to own some paper Mr. Wright's on his arm.
I'm writing love on my arms, thank you very much. I'll wrap up this interview in a jiffy.
Interview?
So, guard, I think I know what was going on here. Guarding rooms is my life. What else could I possibly need? End quote.
No, how many times do I have to tell you this? Look, I've got work to do. You deal with him.
Did you come here to interview the guard?
Ooh-wee, what a pickle! Accused wouldn't talk, had to interview someone or go plumb crazy, end quote.
I should have guessed.
Where are my manners? Name's Brushel, Spark Brushel. I'm not picky. Journalist just closes eyes, writes, end quote.
What's that nauseatingly strong mint smell every time he grins?
Mayoshi is mint phantom. Until you've been interviewed by me, you don't know what thrilling is. Wild romp through crossroads of mayhem, madness, end quote.
I can see that. He's writing something again. Well, if he's a reporter, maybe he knows something.
So, Mr. Brushel, you're a journalist?
Me? Look, let me state one thing for the record here.
Yes?
I'm the interviewer. You understand, yeah? I'm the one asking the questions here, end quote.
Okay.
For instance, you think a movie director watches movies?
Well, I think he probably does.
Exactly. I knew you'd understand.
Huh?
So, the night of the murder, you were at Drew's studio?
Who, me? Look, let me state one thing for the record.
Yes?
I may look calm and collected, but I'm busy. Real busy. Always on the road. Journalist always buys one-way tickets, never looks back, end quote.
I can understand that philosophy, but
I have, like, so many people to kill.
true enough. But don't they give normal tickets away, too?
Exactly, see? It's the same thing.
I completely skipped his dialogue.
You wanna know the thing about one-way tickets? Once you use them, they're gone. All because you have to give them to the guy at the airport.
So you went to do a story on Drew Misham, and he'd never had a story done on him before.
That's right. Look, let me state one thing for the record here.
What?
I'm sure you're going to want to know about my source. My source is that I made it the fuck up. End quote.
Well, yes.
Look, it's like... Oh, I got it. Say there's this burger joint with fabulous secret magic ketchup. You think the burger guy's gonna tell me where he got it?
At Gray Skull, maybe?
Exactly, see? That's what I'm talking about.
I think I may have actually understood that one. Yeah, I watched a lot of He-Man growing up. What of it?
Well, there's nothing I can talk about, really. Walls have ears, eyes, and especially glass walls with speakers, end quote.
Right. Guess we'll leave then.
But since you're here, might as well tell you a tidbit of news I saw. just for the heck of it.
Sure, tell us. Just for the heck of it.
I remember it like it was yesterday. I'd seen a movie on a trip and wandered into this burger place with amazing ketchup, when an article in a tabloid caught my eye. Famous oil painting stolen from art dealer's gallery, end quote, I believe it was.
An oil painting?
Shh! Do you smell that? But I thought I'd seen the painting somewhere before. A painting of a giant peach floating down a river.
Someone stole an oil painting of a giant peach?
Journalists can smell scoop better than burgers, end quote.
Also, I think there was a guy with crocodile tongues.
Just a bag of crocodile tongues. Alright, let me go on the record here.
Yes?
I know what you're gonna say. Brushel, take this. Write brilliant column, end quote.
I don't think so.
Look, buddy, I write brilliant columns about one thing, and that's food. Try to understand.
What could he possibly be writing on his arm? He didn't listen to a word I said.
Alright.
Up. He keeps sounding like he's gonna say something. Okay, so there is nothing to present to him, I'm guessing. Okay. So talking to this guy anymore is useless. Alright, back to Drew's studio, I guess. Here we go. Well, how'd it go? Find anything new?
Actually, there was one thing I wanted to check with you.
What's with that scary face you're making?
And what's with the I know something but I'm not telling face you've got going, Emma?
Oh, that? Quite good, isn't it? Oh.
This painting came from behind that dresser.
Ah, yes, so?
It was stolen, no?
I was hoping you wouldn't figure that out.
Do you think you could tell us a bit about this?
I suppose. It's what you think. Drew Misham was a forger. A forger? I'm not talking about like Lloyd Forger, or your Forger, or even Anya Forger. The dude just straight up forged shit. So what exactly is a forger? Well, basically it's someone who makes forgeries. Fakes, in other words. Fakes? Copies of an original. Exact copies so precise you can't tell them apart. Well, why not just photocopy them? The big problem with forgeries is that people try to sell them as the real article. It's a crime, of course. So Drew Misham was a criminal? I'm afraid so. He received money to create elaborate forgeries. To supplement his work in illustration, I guess.
I see.
Actually, that's why I brought this here in the first place.
What do you mean?
When you're trying to determine if a painting is a forgery, the rough sketch underneath can be a valuable clue. So the rough sketch is like practice for the real thing. Like doing a magic trick in front of a mirror before you go on stage. But not in the case of a forgery. Not necessarily, anyway. You know what the finished product is gonna look like, after all. Oh yeah, I guess you would. That's why I brought this. I'm gonna use it to see what's under the paint of this finished piece.
I get it now.
Not that I really needed to go to such lengths, seeing as how one of the paintings was only half finished anyway. Still, it'd be neat to see Mr. Misham's rough sketches. Kinda like what he was drawing when he thought no one was looking.
True. That would be interesting. and may be valuable for her case.
You should try buttering her up, Apollo.
I kind of want to see the rough sketch under this painting. And I was wondering if your tool here might do the trick.
Oh, fine. Just this time, though. Let's check it out. Yeah. Go left to right. Why not? Yeah, what I don't get, what I've never understood about this case is why make a rough sketch at all if what you paint over it isn't gonna look like... Yeah, if what you paint over it isn't gonna look like it anyway. Okay, let's print this one out.
What the heck? What the heck?
Wow, he really blows. The finished painting isn't anything like the rough. Devices like mine didn't exist until recently. He probably thought he could draw any sort of thing he wanted for the rough. What do you mean? Well, in the past, you could only analyze the composition of a rough sketch. Composition? In other words, the traces of charcoal between the paint and canvas. So you could tell if there had been a rough sketch. Okay. But not what it looked like.
I think I follow you. So in essence, it wouldn't matter what was underneath the finished painting.
Some pros would actually paint a rough... Some pros would actually paint out a rough sketch entirely. Then do a completely new painting on top of that. So Mr. Mission was drawing whatever he wanted before painting over them? Possibly. Is there a problem with that?
Not particularly, but something about the sketch itself is kind of odd.
You're awfully silent all of a sudden, Apollo.
You think we could check out one of the other paintings?
Well, sure. You like this detection stuff, don't you? These sound effects remind me of Hugo the Troll, a game show I have talked about many times on the show. I don't feel like explaining it for the umpteenth time. Okay, let's print this one out.
This one too.
What's wrong, Apollo? You look so serious all of a sudden.
You think I could just look at the last of these?
I got it. My explanation of Hugo the Troll is basically this channel's equivalent of ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a gun, you know. Fine by me. Knock yourself out. Yeah, so Hugo the Troll was basically a game show. There was a game on the screen that contestants would call in, and they'd control the character on the screen with their phones. This was before, like, smartphones and shit. So they'd control the character on the TV live in front of the whole world, or their whole country. I don't remember. I don't remember if it was different for it, like, if this show only aired in Denmark, I think it was originally from, and just dubbed around the world, or if each country that aired this show had their own version of it. I don't remember. But yeah, there you go. The ballistic markings are like the fingerprint of a gun. There, bada boom. Staple of one thing, staple of another. I don't know. It's like 12:30 in the morning. I'm tired, okay? I gotta go to work in like 6 hours. Well, wonder what this one's gonna be. Oh shit. Yeah, I guess it is good though that
And the fact that I'm tired only at 12:30 is, you know, it might be a sign that my sleep schedule is getting back in order. Because for a long time, I was staying up till like 3 in the morning, even though I have to get up at 6:30. So I'd be regularly getting like 2 or 3 hours of sleep. It's probably why my blood pressure is so fucked up.
Okay, let's print this one out.
Yeah, I was making trips to the doctor for like 3 months. They had to put me on hydrochlorothiazide.
What the heck is all this?
I hesitate to ask why you're getting so excited. You sure your device isn't leaking some kind of strange radiation?
Trucy, look at these 3 sketches. Do you notice anything?
Ah! There. Now you're both white as sheets. What's going on?
These sketches are of the 3 cases I worked on.
What?
The murder in the poker room at the Borscht Bowl Club. The dead man pulling the noodle stand. And then the events that transpired during the Governor's concert.
What could it mean? How could he have drawn those things, and why?
That's what I want to know.
Wait, is Drew Misham your father?
Give me a break. Does that seem even remotely possible to you? I'd never heard of any Drew Misham before. I hadn't even seen a picture of him. But there were my cases drawn on his canvas. Every single one of them. It couldn't have been a coincidence. Just who was this Drew Misham? And what did he have to do with me?
To be continued. Yeah. Things are looking pretty crazy. But if you enjoyed this video, then no further actions required on your part. And we'll see you at the trial.